Hello, music lovers and conversationalists. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here today. Today, I'm finally going to share with you my entire record collection after being in the VC for 4.5 years and change. I thought it would be appropriate to finally do a series where I can break it down in kind of small chunks, if you will. And the first one we're going to look at are bands that I still love, but no longer or seldom listen to. I'm still in a working progress on that, if you will, and I thought it would be appropriate to start with one of the bands that really set my love for music, specifically of rock and roll, and they're a cornerstone of my musical journey and foundation, and that is, of course, The Who. And how can you not talk about The Who without mentioning an album that so many of us, I would say, it's a safe bet to say, were introduced to The Who. And if it's not this album, it's another one that I'll show in a moment. But I'm talking about, of course, Tommy, the explosive album that was the album that I think put The Who on the map. And I think a lot of other people will say the same. This album was just an amazing accomplishment for The Who. I don't know how well you can see the track listings on here, but I'll try to get the camera to focus on that a bit. But what a fantastic album, and a great way to introduce you, one, to The Who. The Overture is a great song to kick things off on the album. Sparks, Yes, a Queen, of course you have the big one, Pinball Wizard, and I really like, and have always liked, the closing song, We're Not Gonna Take It. Just an amazing build up to the entire story of Tommy, that energy that keeps building and building and finally just explodes, and it's just such classic Who fashion, and it's just an amazing album. And next, if you weren't introduced to The Who from by way of Tommy, then it was probably Who's Next, just another solid rocker of an album. This is one of my favorite Who albums of all time, and just the track listings on here. How can you not get sick of listening to songs like Baba O'Reilly or Behind Blue Eyes, Won't Get Fooled Again, obviously. All big songs for The Who, and they still sound great live. And I thought it would be appropriate to share this album with you as well. And I'm only showing studio albums and select studio albums from The Who. I thought it would be more appropriate to do so than go through every album that I have. So up next is one that I think really kicks things off for The Who and showcases their rawness, the loudness of the band, and just that hunger they have for success. And that is their debut album, and it's The Who Sing My Generation. Just a strong, solid statement saying, we're The Who and we're here to blow your eardrums out. Just a killer debut album with some excellent songs and a lot of hidden gems on here too. You have Out in the Street, which is a Pete Townshend pen song, which I think is just a great look into the future of Pete Townshend's songwriting ability. Then you have The Good's Gone, another one from Pete Townshend, which is a great one. And you have I Don't Mind, which is their cover of a James Brown tune. And of course you have My Generation, and opening on side 2 you have The Kids Are All Right, just another stellar song from a long laundry list, if you will, of or shopping list, if you will, of The Who's sonography. And I'll try to get that in the frame for you. Coming up next, I think this is probably an album that is their most underrated one, and it doesn't get enough attention or enough spotlight on it, and it is one that really shows the Who tapping into their creativeness and what they could be and what they eventually became, and that is the Who's Sell Out. This album is just full of creativity from Pete Townshend and company. Everything from the pirate radio themed type album and the chock full of phony commercials and ads, if you want, whatever you want to say. Just one of my favorite Who albums. It's my, actually, I'd say second favorite album up right after the next one, and I'm going to show you which is my all-time favorite. Some of you who have been here for a while know what that is. But before I show that one to you, I like the Who Sell Out so much that not only did I get the double album on the anniversary release, but I got the super, does it say the super deluxe or super duper deluxe box set of the Who Sell Out, and it's just an awesome piece to have in your collection, Who fan or not, or if you're just a casual listener. This is just one that really shows a different side of the Who. You get the booklet there and everything, and a lot of goodies in here. And I'm not gonna waste time in taking everything out on here just because I want to be mindful of your time. But if you don't have this and can still find it, it's an excellent album or excellent box set to have. And last but not least, as I said, the Who Sell Out is my second all-time favorite album from them. But my favorite album is one that was released in 1973. I had to think about that for a minute. The brain is on weekend mode. And it is none other than Quadrophenia. Just a jam-packed album with some great tunes. And it really puts a nice polish on Pete Townshend's songwriting abilities and just the musical genius that he is. And it's just got so many great songs going for it. Obviously, kicking off the album with I Am the Sea. And then you have a couple of other great ones on here. The Punk Meets the Godfather is another favorite of mine. I'm One. Helpless Dancer is another good tune. On side 2 you have and I've Had Enough, which closes out side 1. That's a killer track as well. And on side 2, everybody knows 515 and Dr. Jimmy, The Rock. Not to be confused with Wayne Johnson, but and last but not least, we have Love Reign Over Me, or O'er Me. Sorry for the small print on here. I don't know why I'm apologizing. I wasn't even I was 4 years before I was born, so I had nothing to do with the production on this one. But there's the set list or track listing on here. And speaking of Quadrophenia, I found an old ticket stub from, and it's very faded, from November 12th, 1996. The Who at the Worcester Centrum in Worcester, Massachusetts. It was a Tuesday evening show, and I got to see them perform. The Who performed their entire album of Quadrophenia, and it was a night that I'll never forget. And it's just a amazing piece of history to have in my Who collection. I don't know if you could see that, but the ticket price was $55, and I can't really make out what it says for the fee, but it was like $4 and change or something like that. But just an amazing night of the complete album of Quadrophenia from beginning to end. I thought the camera stopped for a minute because I tapped the remote, but they just played every song off of the album and finished out this amazing concert with Won't Get Fooled Again, Behind Blue Eyes, and Who Are You? I will leave a link to the set list in the description below if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching. This is part 1 of a new series. Who's going to be the next band that I still love and seldom listen to or seldom spin? Well, stick around for the next video to find out. Thank you so much for being here today, and I hope you have a great week and have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.